this is not dying down. You can see it right there. Pro-democracy protesters clashing with police once again in Hong Kong this morning. This time the demonstrators surrounded a government building in their latest attempt to try to get more independence from China. David Piper is streaming live from Bangkok with the story.
Hi, Heather. These have been some of the most violent clashes we've seen in Hong Kong since the protests began there 2 months ago, and neither side looks like backing down at the moment. The protesters moved to try to shut down the offices of the city's chief executive in the early hours of Sunday morning local time. Police armed with pepper spray, batons and water hoses fought with them as they moved towards the government buildings close to the main protest site on Hong Kong Island. Many of the protesters wore hard hats and carried umbrellas, the symbol of their movement, and many of them threw those hats, umbrellas and bottles towards the police. Hong Kong police say that 40 people were arrested in the clashes and a number of officers were injured. Most government offices were able to eventually open Monday, and the city's chief executive has warned the demonstrators not to return, saying the police would take resolute action if they do, and he added, "Don't mistake the police tolerance as weakness." Now, the latest clashes seem to have been sparked by a court's decision to clear an area just west of the main protest site. This comes after a similar action last week in which police arrested many student leaders and managed to clear a protest site on the Hong Kong mainland. The protesters want Hong Kong to be allowed to choose their leaders in the 2017 elections without any interference from Beijing. The Chinese government has said it will allow a free vote, but will in effect screen candidates for the chief executive post in advance through a committee. And we're waiting now, Heather, to see if there is going to be any more violence in Hong Kong tonight. Back to you.
David Piper in Bangkok. David, thank you.